Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Well, it's the Valentine's month, and so I'm excited to do this video today where I'm going to show you how to get ready for your Valentine's date night. If you'd like to see how to create a blue halo smoky eye, please keep watching. To start with, I'm going to prime my lips first to create a perfect canvas for a lipstick and lip liner application later. What I'm using today is the Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm in shade Hibiscus. This one's super hydrating and I love how it feels so soft on the lips. I'm going to start by priming my eyelids. So taking the Real Technique brush and my MAC paint pot in shade Paint Early, I'm going to pat this product on top of my eyelids all the way to the brow bone. This will just make the eyeshadow stand out and last longer. Now to set my eyeshadow in place, I'm going to take this neutral shade from my Morphe 35B color palette. I'm taking my crease brush from Morphe and applying it on top of the paint pot. The first shade that I'm using today is the shade Hina from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. Now I couldn't find a matte brown shade in the color palette, hence I opted for the Rose Gold palette, which has two beautiful brown shades. Matte browns are my ultimate favorite for the crease, and using this blending brush, I'm running this product into the top crease in circular motions. Then I'm going to grab this soft orange shade from the 35B Morphe palette, and using a smaller blending brush, I'm going to pop this color into my crease. I'm going to blend this color into the outer C to create more dimension. To intensify the crease and add more depth, I'm going to take the darker shade of brown from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, which is the shade Cocoa. I'm going to blend this into the outer corner and work my way into the crease. For the inner corner, I'm using a pencil brush and the dark brown shade, dragging the product sideways into the crease. Now taking the shade Black from the 35B palette, I'm going to do the same thing on top of the dark brown. I'm not going to do too much, but just to add a little more dimension and intensify the eye, I'm going to add a little bit of black. I am repeating the same thing in the inner corner, not adding too much of the product, and I'm not going to take it out to join the crease. Make sure that the product is evenly spread across both the eyes. Now I've been looking for a beautiful electric blue today, and I think I like the blue that the 35B palette has. So using my Morphe flat brush and this beautiful blue from the palette, I'm going to dab the product onto the center of the eyelid. And then taking a little bit of the black product onto my pencil brush, I am making sure there are no sharp edges and both the colors blend seamlessly. As always, I'm going to tightline my upper waterline using my Makeup Forever waterproof Aqua XL pencil. As you know by now, I love doing this step. This makes my eyelashes look fuller and nicer and all set for the falsies. I want to add a little more gradient to the eye and add some glitter onto the center of the eyelid. So I'm taking the shade called Tiara from the LA Splash Glitter Eyeliner and adding it onto the center of the eyelid. Then taking a flat brush, I'm evenly going to spread the glitter across the center of the eyelid wherever I've applied the blue shadow. Make sure you close your eyes and let the product dry for some time. You do not want the glitters all over your eye. Then taking these wet wipes, I'm just going to clean the under eye area where there is a lot of fallout. Now this is also the reason why I actually didn't go with the foundation and moisturizing routine first, to avoid repetition of steps. Then using the Maybelline Hyper Curl Volume Express Waterproof Mascara, I'm going to apply a generous dose on the top lashes. Then taking the shade Glam Rock from this super cool Urban Decay Heavy Metal palette, I am going to apply it in the inner corner of the eye to sparkle the inner corner and brighten up the eyes. You could use a champagne color to pop up the inner corner of the eye. To complete the look, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty lashes in Samantha. Moving on to the face, I'm using the Body Shop Vitamin E Hydrating Face Mist to hydrate my face and then let it dry for some time. Then taking the Avene Mattifying Fluid Moisturiser, I'm going to gently massage the product into the skin and let it settle in for some time. Once that's done, I am going to color correct any kind of pigmentation and redness on my face. So using the orange corrector from LA Girl, I am using this under the eye, around the nose and mouth to neutralize the darkness. Well, an orange corrector helps neutralize any discoloration and brown and bluish darkness on your face. I am also going to film a separate video on color correction so that you can understand the concept while you use it. Then using the Makeup Forever HD foundation, I'm going to mix these two shades. This foundation is so smooth and blends like butter into the skin. Now using my favorite YBP Beauty Blender, I'm going to blend out the product all over my face and neck. Make sure the blender is just damp enough. But I feel I need a little more coverage under the eye, so I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in shade Medium just to apply a little bit of the product under the eye and around the mouth. And using a damn beauty blender, I am blending it all out before I move on to contouring my face. Now it's time to contour, and I'm using the KIKO Milano Contour Creamy Stick. Now for contouring, you could actually use any foundation or concealer that is 2 to 3 shades darker than your actual shade. As always, I used it slightly on the hollows of my cheeks and around my hairline and jawline. For the nose, I am only going to use a powder contour today. I do not want it to be super pointed and sharp. Then using my damn beauty blender, I am going to blend my contour lines so that they look nice and airbrushed. And finally, I'm going to use a little bit of the Tarte concealer to clean up the cheek contours. Make sure you blend the product well, but do not overblend and remove the product. Now using my favorite setting powder, which is the Ben Nye Banana Powder, I am going to set the areas where I've applied the concealer and mainly the under eye, which I want to brighten up. This powder with a yellow tone is good for brightening the skin and especially the under eye area, which might look a little dull. Now to set the rest of the face, I'm going to use my Chanel translucent powder in shade 20 and my skin feels nice and matte. And to set the contour in place, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit in light to medium. Now using my NARS contour brush, I am going to apply it on all the areas where I used the cream contour. Now once that's done, I am going to move on to the blush. Now what I'm using today is the Too Faced blush in shade Sparkling Bellini. I am popping this on to the apples of my cheeks and blending it well using my Krylon brush. And I realized that I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm going to go back and use the same shade from the ABH palette and my Real Technique brush. For highlighting, I'm using this beautiful golden shade from Makeup Revolution called the Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter. Now using the super dense fan brush from Sephora, I am applying the highlighter on the high points of my cheeks, on the Cupid's bow, slightly on the chin, and taking this Zoeva fan brush, I am also applying the product on the bridge of the nose. I'm also adding a little bit of the same shade on the brow bone using this flat brush. Moving on to the brows, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Made in shade Medium Brown. First, I'm going to use this Morphe brush and the spoolie side of the brush to make sure I comb my brows, and then using the other side, I'm going to slowly fill up the sparse areas in my eyebrows. I plan on filming a couple of short videos in the future, and doing my brow routine is going to be one of them, so you can at length see how I fill up my brows. Going back to the eyeshadow, I'm going to take the shade Cocoa and apply it underneath my eyes using the NYX Drop Shadow Brush. Make sure you join the lower and the upper lash eyeshadow to create an intense smoky effect. Now going in with the black, I am just going to pop this in the lower lash line all the way from the inner to the outer corner. And taking my NYX Wonder pencil in shade Light, I am going to apply it on the lower waterline and build up the color. You do not really want the skin to be showing in the lower waterline. Now that the look is almost complete, I do not really like the metallic color in the inner corner. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Makeup Revolution highlighter and pop the color in the inner corner. So this actually is in sync with the overall golden highlights on my face. And to complete my eye makeup, I'm going to go over my lower lashes with a generous dose of the Maybelline mascara And I think I messed up a little bit of the mascara on the left under eye, and I'm going to clean it up using my Tarte concealer and make sure it's nice and clean. So moving on to the lips, I'm using this super bright and beautiful shade from Fenty Beauty called Uncensored. This lipstick glides so well on the skin and I absolutely love how it feels. I'm going to use my Color Bar lip liner to just clean up the edges. So I'm never really happy with one shade on the lips, and so I'm going to mix another color with this, and what I'm using is a lipstick from MAC called Kinda Sexy, which is a total nude shade. Now mixing it with the Fenty Beauty lipstick, I like how it has toned down the overall red, and I think I am pretty happy with the color. And last but not the least, before I move on to my jewelry and my outfit, I am using the LA Girl Pro Setting Spray for a matte finish to make sure my makeup doesn't wear off and stays in place. So with that, you guys, this is the final look and I really hope you enjoyed watching it. Now I just realized that I forgot to prime my face today. So guys, do not give this step a miss, because the primer is extremely important in not just helping the makeup last long but also creating a smooth canvas, filling up pores and controlling oil. So this was my version of my Valentine's Day date night look with blue halo eyes and bright red lips. So I hope you guys have a fabulous Valentine's Day and week, and I'm going to film another look for the Valentine's Day date night, and I hope to see you in my next video. Till then, happy Valentine's Day and see you soon.